The Lesbian Professor. So it's June 2022, and some friends had told me about this new dating app called Field, F-E-E-L-D. Look it up, and it's spicier than the normal ones. So I match with this woman, and we start messaging, and then we start talking on the phone, and about 30 minutes into the conversation, she said, just so you know, I am a lesbian. And I'm like, why did you swipe right on me? She goes, I have a boy's haircut, I drive a Subaru, you can never meet any of my friends, I am a lesbian. And I said, again, why did you swipe right on me? And she says, I just need some D sometimes. And I said, oh, I might be the guy for you. And she goes, do not catch feelings. And I said, oh, I'm a left-handed redheaded Jew who was bullied his whole life. I assure you, I've not had a feeling since about 1983. So I drive to her house in Venice Beach, and we talk, and we get to know each other. And then we mess around, and it's going pretty well. It's becoming a regular thing. It's, like a once a week thing, and it's getting spicier and spicier each time. And then one day she was just like, hey, do you want a massage? And I was like, yeah, who says no to a massage? So she's giving me a massage, and then she goes, wait a second. And she gets up, and I'm laying face down looking to my right, and she's in the closet, and I see her pulling out all these black leather like paddles and whips and stuff. And I was like, if you hit me, I'm leaving. I don't need to be hit. I need to be nurtured. And she says, no, they're not for you, dummy. They're for me. And I was like, oh, no. I'm not a girl hitter. I don't like hitting girls. And she said, listen, I have Catholic trauma. I need to be whipped. And I was like, I'm going to need you to make a video or an audio giving consent. And she goes, I'm not making you a video. I'm a tenured professor. I said, fine, then make me an audio. So she makes me an audio, one giving me consent. And I'm like, I'm going to need a safe word like yellow, slow down, red means stop. And if you say red, we're done for the night. That's a wrap. So she goes, okay. So I'm like, bloop. And she's like, harder. So I'm like, whap. And she's like, harder. And she's like, whap. And she's like, harder. So I'm like getting exhausted, and I'm like laying into her. And this girl is made of stone. I cannot even make a mark on her. So she's like, wait here. So I'm not wearing anything, and I'm sitting on the foot of her bed like, what is going on? And I hear her fumbling around in the living room. And she comes back a few minutes later, and she goes, go out there. And I said, for what? And she goes, go out there and look. And I go out there and look, and she had put in the wall with push pins a gigantic Palestine flag. And I walk back in. I go, what the hell is that? And she says, take it out on me, you Zionist occupier. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And she's like, lay into me. And I'm like, fine. Whoosh! Anyway, it ended shortly thereafter because she wasn't really kidding. And politics got in the way of a good time. So that happened.